Hey guys, what is going on? Anyway, I hope you guys had a good time in the MLB. We didn't do MLB yesterday. The scores were pretty high. I think our premium just barely missed the cut line in the tournaments. Maybe would have cashed in a 50-50. I'm not sure, but anyway, still didn't do half bad at all yesterday in MLB. I mean, I'll still take it. So anyway, we'll be looking ahead to today's games for Sunday the 17th. So as you see, there's a whole bunch of games. Once again, 14 or 15 of them. I'm gonna do what I did the other day. Just going to briefly gonna skim over them on the matchups I am liking from each game. Not gonna go too in depth just because, like I said, it would take about 2 to 2.5 hours to do all of this. So, you guys don't want to be hear me talk for that long. So, anyway, like I said, we will definitely just look over all of these games and all the matchups we like. So, a little surprising that Fanduel didn't put these into today's slate into two different ones. It's just the main slate today. So usually we only do main slate. So this is the main slate. So I'm surprised they didn't split up the slate today. But anyway, we'll definitely look ahead to today's game. So if you haven't checked out our MLB, definitely go on over there. 10 per week, 30 per month, 100 to the All-Star break, and 200 for the whole season. And NBA package is here as well, 25 for the entire playoffs. So briefly just got into that. Not going to get too heavy into that. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. So, and as usual, guys, if you guys as usual, we will have our Twitters in the comment section. Click on them. You can message us, get it all set up on either MLB or NBA. So, with that being said, let me get this all set up real quick. All right. So let's just look at our first game here we have. So we got Seattle and the Yankees. So Seattle has won 3 in a row. Their hitting's still not good. Pitching has mostly, helped them through this win streak. So anyway, we got Tanaka and Iakuma, two teammates of the past. So that's going to be a pretty good matchup. I think in the past Tanaka has owned Seattle. Plus he likes to strike out quite a bit as well. So I see Tanaka winning this one. I do against Seattle. 40-45 points from Tanaka tonight. I could see about 8 strikeouts. So I do like Tanaka quite a bit. On the flip side, you got Iakuma. I don't mind him, but he's not going to get the huge upside of an $8,900 pitcher. Doesn't really strike out too many, plus only goes about 6-7 innings, so not the hugest upside. So if you had to pick the pitcher, definitely going to pick Tanaka over Iakuma. So moving on to catchers, Ionetta has been pretty hot. Not too high on him, though. Righty on righty. I don't mind McCann lefty on righty here against Iakuma. Not going to stack too many from this. I think this should be a pretty good pitching matchup, like it has been all series. Probably 4-3 kind of game, so not too many hitters going off in this one. Maybe Mark Teixeira. He hasn't been too hot either. Adam Lynn has just been terrible, so I'm not really going to target any Seattle bats. Maybe if you wanted, maybe Kyle Seager, maybe Cano, but for the most part, I don't really care for these guys here. I think Gardner's been half decent though. Yeah, Gardner 27 and then only 6 last night, but he hasn't been too bad in the Seattle matchup. Maybe he sees Iakuma here, pretty good. Maybe get you 12 points. If you get you 12, you're fine for only 2,900. So maybe Gardner in there. Then you got Martin, Smith. Seattle has a lot of lefties. Tanaka, ground ball pitcher though, so like I said, don't want to face too many Mariner guys here. So definitely don't mind Tanaka at all in this one. So for the most part, gonna keep away from that one. Just Tanaka would be the only one I care for. So. All right, we got Atlanta and Miami. Both of these teams have been struggling. I think Atlanta got their first win of the year last night, so congrats to them. Anyway, Cozart, he's been struggling quite a bit. Maybe GPP against Atlanta, who knows? And then I'm not going to pronounce his name and mess it up. Anyway, He got 42 last time against Washington. Both of these guys not the best pitchers out there, so definitely target some guys in this one. You got Remuto maybe, but he's been downright terrible. One guy that I targeted last night in my own lineup that I liked was Justin Bohr. He was a GPP for me, and he got me 30 fantasy points, so definitely that came out of nowhere. But Justin Bohr definitely hits righties really well, so maybe he goes off for 18 here again tonight. 2,500. I really do like Bohr as one of the cheaper options tonight, so keep him in mind. You got D. Gordon. He's quick. He just hasn't been doing too much here early on. Maybe he steps that up. Maybe get you 1 or 2 stolen bases. So, like I said, need D. Gordon to step it up. Don't care for the third base. Not too much for shortstop. Stanton struck out, I think, with the two runners on last night. So definitely that hurt Miami. Christian Yelich, he's been half decent. So I really do like Yelich. For the first time last night was his first time not reaching double digits to start the season. So Yelich has been hot. I really like him as well. Ozuna maybe. Not really liking the righty on righty. So, and then let's see what Nick Markakis has. He been doing too much? Yeah, maybe Nick Markakis. Last 2 games against Miami. He's been stepping it up. So GPP with Nick Markakis here against Cozart. So I like Yelich, Markakis, maybe a little bit D. Gordon GPP, Justin Bohr a lot, and I think that mostly does that one. I don't know who's going to start, Tyler Fowlers or AJ Przinsky. Maybe GPP with AJ Przinsky if he starts, because he's probably not going to start. He started last night, but if he did start, he hits righties really well. So, but it looks like Flowers is probably going to be back in the lineup here tonight. So, so that definitely takes that out. But anyway, that was kind of who I liked from that one. Moving on, we got the Mets and Cleveland. Corey Kluber against the up-and-coming Steven Matz. So, these last couple games, the Mets have been just crushing the ball, hitting, I think, 6 or 7 home runs in their 2 games so far against Cleveland. Maybe more than that, but they've been crushing the ball. I don't think I want to spend 10-6 on Kluber tonight. Yes, he's a really good pitcher, but like I said, the Mets have been, getting a little bit hot. Maybe get 3 or 4 runs off him. I still think Kluber is the favorite here to win. So 10-6, like I said, I don't really like spending a pitcher unless I really have to, or he has a heck of a matchup. Kluber don't have the best matchup tonight, not the worst, but probably not going to pick Kluber. And then you got Steven Matz on the flip side. I really don't mind him. Faced Miami, and he had it was just terrible. A lot of people had him. But anyway, I don't mind Matz against Cleveland. Cleveland, not the best hitting team out there, not the worst. And the other thing is, a lot of people may be off him just because he, had a bad game against Miami. So he may not be well owned. Maybe get you 30, 35 tonight. Who knows? But that's the big thing. GPP, just because I don't think anyone should really have him. So, so let's say if you want to target Steven Matz, which I don't blame you. Man, I don't see many Cleveland bats really going off here. Maybe Francisco Lindor. He's been all over the place too. Maybe 3,500. But like I said, this is another one of those games I don't really care for. On the bats wise, more of a pitching game, probably 3-2 kind of game, unless something crazy happens. So I definitely don't mind both of those pitchers, but probably if you had to, probably Steven Matz is a GPP. So moving on, we got Chicago and Tampa, Jose Quintana and Matt Moore. I don't mind Jose Quintana here. I picked him against Oakland and Minnesota the last 2 starts. He's got me 32 and 42. In Tampa Bay, another struggling hitting team. Their bats just haven't been there, so I don't mind Quintana at all. In the Dome here against Tampa, so 8,300, still really respectable. Probably a cash game for me. And then you got Matt Moore, maybe GPP as well, but definitely going to give it to Quintana. The reason I don't really like Matt Morris because he's a lefty, and Chicago has a lot of bats that kills lefty, like Jose Abreu. You got Frazier. You got maybe once in a while Evisdale Garcia. Once in a while, he likes to kill righties. I don't mind Garcia because he's really aggressive for the most part, so maybe gets you one or two hits. As you've seen, he can get into those double digits, so that's a GPP play. I don't really care. Maybe Eaton. He is a lefty though, so. I really do like Corey Dickerson as a player, but lefty on lefty just does not work for him. Plus, he's just been terrible. So, not too much going on. Like I said, I really do like Quintana though, and then maybe pick on Matt Moore a little bit. Abreu, get you some Lowry maybe, and then maybe some Todd Frazier as well. So. Like I said, I'm going through this pretty quickly, guys. Not going to try to go too in depth into it. I will definitely get into it though, in the premium lineup. So, and then we got Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. Juan Nicasio, another GPP play. Had a heck of a game against St. Louis when I picked him. Not a good one against Detroit. That's understandable. Detroit is an offensive juggernaut. Really struggled with his walks last time. So. I really like him against Milwaukee. He is favored to win this game. So, 35-40 from Nicasio, I'd take it. I really do like him tonight. So, definitely, and he's going to be at home. He likes pitching at home. So, I do like Nicasio quite a bit for only 7,300. So, Zach Davis, not done too much about this guy. 5,900. Looks like he's not really pitching too much here. So right away, I don't mind stacking this game a little bit. Polanco, McCutchen, Jaso, Cervelli, some of those guys. Maybe David Freese. I don't mind, picking 3 or 4 Pittsburgh bats from this one against Zach Davis. So definitely do like Polanco quite a bit. You got Marte as well. So I really do like quite a bit of these guys. Definitely. Don't know much about this guy, but as I do know, Pirates are, if they are facing a rookie or a guy that hasn't been in the league too long, they definitely can get to him. So Polanco been playing. He hasn't been too hot, but maybe a GP play here tonight. So like I said, really like Nicasio and don't mind stacking some Pittsburgh bats here against Milwaukee. All right, we'll move on. We got Toronto and Boston, Aaron Sanchez and Steven Wright. So I still think Sanchez is really cheap. He's been pitching really good here early on. Steven Wright as well. They both have 1.34 and 1.35 ERA. So both of these guys had 2 pretty good starts so far. The only bad thing is both of them are facing 2 pretty good offensive teams, so that's a big problem right there. So I'm gonna give it to the bats in this one. Just Toronto Boston series have been pretty good. So Ortiz, Encarnacion, your usuals here, Shaw, Donaldson. I know, like I said, both those guys have been pretty good. If you have the target, I probably target more Toronto bats here, just because I know him a little bit, and he is a pretty good pitcher. So probably not going to target too many Boston bats. Probably more Toronto bats in this one here. So, and then maybe take Sanchez as a GPP play. He has been pretty hot to start the year. So. And he's $6,700. Definitely can get some guys in there for you. So don't mind Sanchez at all. All right, moving on. We got Washington and Philly. We got Gio Gonzalez taking on Charlie Morton. Gio is definitely favored to win this one. I see about 35-40 from him tonight. I really do like him quite a bit here against Philly. So one of my probably top 5 pitchers of the night I really like. Morton, he's just been downright terrible. Had a good game against San Diego, but let's see here. But yeah, his ERA, as you see, is a 9.98 to start this young season. He just gets. So this is going to be a huge stat game. I mean, who do you want to stack? You got Murphy, you got Rendon, Harper, Worth. A lot of people I'm going to be stacking. Michael Taylor as well as a cheap play. Once in a while, he can get you some points. So really going to stack this one as well. Probably one of my highest stacks of the night. So definitely, definitely stack this game as we saw with Washington last night. Washington's off to a really good start, so definitely going to stack this game. Anyway, we'll move on. We got Detroit and Houston. Michael Fires against Anibal Sanchez. And man, I don't know about this one. Maybe stack Detroit guys against Fires just because he's been downright terrible. I've been stacking this game stacking this series the last couple games, and it hasn't done anything for me, so may stay away from it. I'll stay away, and they'll probably do half decent. So Victor Martinez, he's cheap. I don't mind Cabrera, JD Martinez, Upton, the usuals for Detroit. Moving on, we got LA Angels and Minnesota. Nick Troiapano, not exactly sure how to say it. Sorry if I messed that up, which I'm probably sure I did. Anyway, I really like him as a GPP punt play, 5,400. The ratings really love him as well as the number one punt play pitcher of the night here against Minnesota. Minnesota did have a really good game last time. They won 6-4 against Weaver, so maybe Minnesota bats are coming alive. We'll see. But maybe a punt play there. Not too high on Gibson, so right away Pujols, maybe, and then maybe Mike Trout. Definitely do like Cole Calhoun though. He's been pretty hot. Plus he kills righties, so I really like Calhoun. Going to be on a lot of probably on my radar quite a bit. So I think that does that one. Like I said, really going to go buy this one pretty quickly, guys. There's just so many games out there. So anyway, we'll move on. We got Cincinnati and St. Louis. Okay, so John Moscott's going to start. I don't mind Michael Wacha here. I think I picked him last time, got me 51 points against Milwaukee. So Wacha definitely in play, 8,500 against Cincinnati. Not the best team, not the worst team out there, but he's definitely favored to win here against Cincinnati. So probably about 40 from him tonight, maybe 45. Let's see. And then I don't mind Matt Carpenter as usual. Jeremy Hazelbaker, he's been a pretty good story to start the year. Lefty and righty, I think he'll have a very good game here. I don't mind Grichuk, Steven Piscotty. Like these guys are righties though. So we like Hazelbaker. As I said, I like the Carpenter. And then I think that mostly does it. Obviously, you got Piscotty down there as well. And then, like I said, really do like Wacha, so probably going to have him in some of my lineups. All right, you got Lester and Chatwood in the Colorado-Chicago game. Chatwood's been half decent to start the year. Got roughed up against the Giants, though, so right away, you could easily stack this one. Lester is probably going to be favored quite a bit to win this one. Arrieta just downright destroyed Colorado last night, got 60 fantasy points, so the usuals, Rizzo, Bryant, Russell, Hayward, Fowler, a lot of these guys. Plus, their prices haven't really came up like Fowler. He's been pretty hot, and his prices haven't really came up, so I really do like Fowler at quite a bit. Hayward, he's been half decent, been struggling quite a bit, but I really don't mind him either here against Colorado. As we know, Colorado, a downright terrible pitching staff, so we'll move on. We got Baltimore and Texas. Been stacking this game as well here recently. Holland had a heck of a game against Seattle, which I knew he would. Probably not going to do that here against Baltimore. Baltimore likes to kill lefties quite a bit. They got Prince Fielder, Trumbo, Machado. They got as good hitting team. Adam Jones as well. He's been struggling, but finally hit a homer last night. So I like Jones quite a bit. 3,000, getting a bargain on him. I picked J.J. Hardy last night. He got me 12, so I don't mind Hardy either. So another one of these good games you're going to want to stack. Mike Wright, not a good pitcher either. His ERA is 7.20, so terrible. So Maraza, as the usual, I like him. Mitch Moreland, I've been picking Moreland quite a bit these last couple games, and it's definitely been paying off for me. Maraza as well. Let's get there. There we go. So, and then I've been picking Odor quite a bit, and he's been doing pretty good for me. So, a lot. This is going to be another one of those games I really want to stack Prince Fielder as well. So, moving on, Kansas City and Oakland. Medellin against Bassett. Don't really care. Maybe Medellin GPP, but for the most part, don't really care for this. I don't really usually like picking these games. Marine Layer, got to definitely factor that in. Plus, both of these teams aren't really too big hitting teams. As we know, Kansas City, they can hit, but they're more of a steal and base defensive kind of team. So, Morales, Hosmer, don't mind Kane. Just don't want to target too many of these guys. Mike Moustakas, a lot of lefties here in the lineup for Kansas City. So Bassett, not the best pitcher out there, so don't mind some Kansas City guys. And I think Medellin should get the win, so 30-35 for Medellin. I don't mind that. All right, we got Arizona and San Diego. Corbin against Erling. I don't mind Corbin just because San Diego, not the best hitting team out there. I had Schiller last night, and that burnt me so bad because he had an injury. So obviously, I lost a little bit of money right there. So that definitely burnt us quite a bit. But I don't mind. Corbin should win. Has the favorite to win this one. Robin Erlin, 0.47 ERA. So he's interesting. He did face Philly though. Left, man, I don't know. Right away, I mean, he has a good ERA, but I like Paul Goldschmidt quite a bit. Gene Segura, and then maybe Yasmani Tomas, but that's probably really it from that one there. His ERA is really interesting, so don't want to target too many Arizona guys from that one. And then we got Giants and Dodgers to end it. We got Samardzija and Kenta Maeda. Maeda has been pretty good to start the year. We'll see how good he is. It's a pretty good Giants team. So I think Maeda is getting. This is his second start at home. So then you got Jeff Samardzija. I do think that the Dodgers will get to Samardzija here. Good game against Colorado in Colorado, which was surprising, but I do think the Dodgers will get to him. So. Adrian Gonzalez, maybe Utley as a cheap play. Corey Seager, don't mind him, hit a homer last night. Kike Hernandez, don't know if he's going to play, but man, if he's going to start again, man, this guy's been hot. So I don't mind Kike Hernandez. So I think that does it. Like I said, went through that really quickly. Don't want to get too in depth into it. So I guess I'll just do a quick lineup for you guys. Lot of pitchers I really like here tonight. So let's go with Juan Nicasio. I said I really like him quite a bit. Let's go with Matt Wieters here against Texas. Pretty cheap. Plus, going to be an offensive game over there, so hopefully he gets some points for you right there. Let's go with Mr. Rizzo against Colorado. Let's go with Odor against Baltimore. Let's try and get Chris Bryant. Well, let's see here. There's a little basements I really like here. So let's just let's go with Bryant for now, but I really do like Manny Machado quite a bit as well. So um, not too many. Let's see here. Not too many shortstops I care for. I guess you can go with him. Let's just try it out. I took him in one of my private ones, and he did half decent. Eduardo Nunez. He's been half decent. Let's pick him up. Not many people should have him, so don't mind him at all. Let's say Mitch Moreland's going to start again. I like him. Let's go with Maraza once again, and then $45 for a outfielder. We'll go with. Let's go with McCutcheon. So I got Nicasio, Wieters, Rizzo, Odor, Bryant, Nunez, Mitch Moreland, Maraza, and McCutcheon. I don't mind that at all. Really do want to stack that Texas game. So yeah, I think that does it, guys. Like I said, if you do enjoy the video, please leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos. Also, our our MLB plan package is here: 10 per week, 30 per month, 100 to the All-Star break, and 200 for the season. And also, if you haven't checked out NBA, $25 for the entire playoffs. So definitely getting a deal over there. So, like I said, if you do enjoy the video, please leave a like, and we will see you guys all tomorrow.